Something that oftentimes is overlooked is warming up your upper back. If you think about any lift, especially the main lift, squat, bench, and deadlift, you are using your back in all of those lifts. And most lifts that you do, you will be retracting your scapula in some sort of way in order to stabilize your upper back, stabilize your core, and maintain a neutral spine. I wanted to show you guys kind of a way that I think about warming up my back and what I do in order to engage my lats, retract my scapula, and make sure that I'm keeping a tight upper back. So typically at the gym, I don't have bands with me here at home. I'm at home right now, but I use bands and I just do some simple lat pull down exercises. Exercise or any exercise that you're doing, you want to think of keeping a shelf on your back. So especially for the squat, if you think about it, the bar is not just sitting on your back. It should be, your back should be very tight, and you should be creating a shelf in order for the bar to sit on. For bench press, when you arch, your lower back is going to be arched, your upper back is going to be arched, and so you're going to be engaging your upper back then as well in order to keep your chest elevated. For deadlift, obviously you want to keep a neutral spine and maintain a neutral spine, so it's going to be very important to make sure that you are keeping your thinking of externally rotating your shoulders and keeping your upper back engaged. So I also use bands with this a lot of times at the gym, but since I just have a lat pull down here, I'm going to show you the difference between warming up my lats and warming up my scapula, or retracting my scapula. You can do this with a light pull down. This is very light. This only has 25 pounds on it. So a way that I think of warming up my back is, so this would be a scapular retraction. This is the scapular retraction, and this is simply the movement that you want to think of in any lift that you're doing. You want to retract your scapula first. Before even a back exercise, you want to retract your scapula, then engage your lats. So scapula, lats. Scapula, lats. So not using my arms swinging like this. Wrong. Retract scapula, drive down. So here, retract my scapula. And then I can just complete the lat pull down with my scapula engaged, or with my scapula retracted and my middle back engaged the whole time. So not just swinging with my arms. One of my friends actually mentioned to me at the gym, she said, I'm not feeling lat pull downs in my back. And I said, well, let me see your lat pull down. And what she was doing was essentially, as I just mentioned, pulling with your arms as opposed to retracting your scapula first. So you'll want to retract your scapula, then pull with your lats. So if you don't retract your scapula, you'll be sort of like this, hunched over. So you want to make sure that you're elevating your chest, retracting your scapula, and then pulling. Immediately after I mentioned that to her, she said, oh my gosh, like I feel it in my lats now that I am thinking of keeping my chest elevated, thinking of retracting my scapula first before I pull with my lats. Because a lot of times what I see with especially back work is that people are just swinging using their arms. And that is not effective. So you're just essentially putting more volume in your arms as opposed to your back. Now, the reason that I showed this in conjunction with mentioning warming up is that I do back warm-ups before every single lift. So before squat, before bench, and before deadlift. Because for squat, I'm creating a shelf for the bar to sit on. I don't want the first time that I retract my scapula when I put the bar on my back. I want to warm up my back and activate those muscles, get them warm before I squat. Same thing with bench, because you are creating an arch that puts pressure on your back. So make sure that you're warming up your upper back properly as well. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys in order to warm up your back better for any exercise, but especially the main lifts and then also back work as well. And I'll just end with a little, this lighting is good. Ooh, look at this lighting. I didn't even realize I had half natty lighting down here. Pretty cool. Okay, I'm done. I'm done being a douchey bodybuilder. All right, peace out, guys. Talk to you soon.